Hello. For those of you who are visiting for the first time, welcome. For those of you who are coming back to my YouTube channel, welcome back. I appreciate you supporting me. This is the third portion of the phonetic phenomenon of poetry. And I got a couple of more pieces for you. I hope you enjoyed them. A couple of things have happened since the last time I recorded. One is that I've gotten so much love and support, and I'm grateful and appreciative to all those who've been watching me, and keep doing so, please. And then the second thing is, since the last time I recorded, I found that someone else was using my moniker, and so I've decided to change it slightly. Instead of being Poetic Paul, now I've changed to Paul the Poetic. And so you can start to follow me that way. And that's what I'm going to be using moving forward.
Pardon me.
This
Excuse me,
first
sir.
piece,
Um, I was just curious. You look familiar. By any chance, are you that poet?
yeah, I do poetry.
Oh, yeah. I thought so. Hey, if it's not too much trouble, man, I was hoping you could do me a favor. Uh, I really like your work, so uh, would it be possible if you could recite one of those poems for me, man? Give me one of those poems.
Okay, let me go ahead and introduce this first piece.
Yeah.
It's called I Hear That Voice. I hear that voice that resounds in my head. That voice quoted famous words said. That voice in which followers are led. That voice which spoke to the dead. I hear that voice in my mind, that voice I hear all the time, that voice which showed me a sign, that voice, that verse in perfect rhyme. I hear that voice influences my ego, that voice plays tricks with my libido, that voice that's good with people, that voice that pledges the credo. I hear that voice echoes in my brain, that voice came down like rain, that voice at times sounds like pain. That voice makes me seem insane. I hear that voice.
All right. that was okay. That was good. But I've seen you do better. So, uh, you know, you got something cool.
You want something cool? Okay. Wrote a poem about it. Like to hear it? Here it go. Cultivate Cool by Paul the Poetic. Cultivate cool so it feels like the other side of the pillow. It provides the soothing shade of a willow. It supports like a burrowing armadillo, refined gust of wind become a swirling billow. Cultivate cool so it forces energized to seem nonchalant. It becomes so radical that content wants to want. It encourages the shy and withdrawn to flaunt. Enlighten modesty not to taunt. Cultivate cool so it causes dominant genes to become recessive. It promotes extremely casual to be excessive. It causes counterproductive to be progressive, comprehends mediocre to be impressive. Cultivate cool so it lets kind supersede cruel. It nurtures exceptions into the rule. It educates the undesirable into a jewel. Sophisticated wisdom replaces a fool. Cultivate something cool.
Okay. Now we talking. Now we talking. Now I want you to spit. I want you to spit that fire.
All right. You want me to spit? Okay. And this is my last piece entitled I Spit by Paul the Poetic. With a poetic accent, I spit for the sake of the innocent, to circumvent the malcontent, so they represent and repent to the greatest extent. I spit. I admit I spit for the benefit of the culprit, to force guilty to acquit, the nitwit, the misfit, and the bandit, to submit. I spit. I'm so passionate when I spit for the sake of the disproportionate, to force prejudice to be indiscriminate against the subordinate, the inordinate, and the unfortunate, to coordinate. I spit. Unapologetically arrogant, I spit for the detriment of the irrelevant, to force unusual to be prevalent, eloquent, elegant, and evident, to set a precedent. I spit. Desperate and elaborate, I spit for the sake of the inadequate, to force insensitive to be inaccurate, illiterate, degenerate, and inarticulate candidate, to become an indefinite, illegitimate advocate. I spit. Well, I hope you enjoyed the poems. Thank you for visiting the YouTube channel. Please like, share, make a comment, or subscribe. And until next time, be blessed, stay safe, stay poetic.